Hello children, today you are going to learn about unit number 12 of the grade 6 math syllabus, rectilinear plane figures. As the first part of the lesson, we are going to talk about plane figures. Now what is mean by a plane figure? The plane figure is the figures that can be drawn on a flat surface. The figures that can be drawn on a flat surface. Now, what is mean by a flat surface? Flat surface means something like that. This whiteboard, if not on a glass sheet, right? They are called flat surfaces. The figures that can be drawn on a flat surface using straight line segment, if not curved line segment, if not using both these line segments, are known as plane figures. Right? Now let's see again the figures that can be drawn on a flat surface using straight or curved line segments as defined plane figures. Okay, now there are two parts. The plane figures divide into two parts. The one is open plane figures. The other one is closed plane figures. Now let's see what are open plane figures. Now you can see some examples on the screen for open plane figures. Now examine these figures well. Now you can see there is an open. The two lines never meet together. So that's why we name as open plane figures. The other part is closed plane figures. Now examine the examples on the screen. Now you can see the two lines meets together. So it is a closed figure. So basically there are two parts of the plane figures. One is open plane figures, the other one is closed plane figures. Right, under the closed plane figures, the closed plane figures which are drawn only using only straight line segment. The plane figures which are drawn using straight line segment, only the straight line segments we known as rectilinear closed plane figures. What is the plane figures which are drawn using only straight line segments are known as rectilinear closed plane figures. Now you can see some examples of the rectilinear closed plane figures, right? Then in a rectilinear closed plane figure, to draw a rectilinear closed plane figure, we need three line segments. We need minimum three line segments, right? Now the figure that is drawn by using three line segment is known as triangle. What is triangle? And in rectilinear closed plane figures there are elements. Elements mean what are the things belongs to that figure, right? The one is straight line segments, that is known as side of the figure, and by meeting two sides it meets one end, that is called the vertex, and inside it's make an angle. Now you can see a described picture on the board as examples for elements of a rectilinear cross plane figures, right? Now earlier we discussed there are three parts of the elements. What are those three parts? Sides, vertices, if not vertex, and angles. By meeting two sides it's meet one end, one point, that is called as the vertex, and the inside it's make an angle. They are the elements of a plane figure, rectilinear cross plane figure, right? Now earlier we discussed by joining three such line segment meet one figure, it is called the triangle, right? By meeting four straight line segments, right? By meeting four straight line segments together, it's make the figures with four straight line segments, that they are known as quadrilateral. What is quadrilateral?